Welcome to Health Tips with Valerie. Today I'm going to be talking about the potential health hazards and risks of tattoos. Now, I wish I would have known then what I know now about tattoos. Most people don't know this. It's not brought to the public's attention, but tattoo inks can be very dangerous. I'm going to be like the pot calling the kettle black right now, if anyone remembers that expression. I'm not against art. I love art. I find tattoos beautiful. But now that I know what I know, I wouldn't get any. I wouldn't recommend any, and I wouldn't have done them. But it is what it is. So here I am covered head to toe with all these tattoos. And it's okay. I've learned. Maybe a little late, but now I'm going to share with other people before maybe they make the same mistake. Tattoo inks have lead, mercury, arsenic, nickel, chromium, beryllium, all sorts of things in it that are really bad for your body. You think getting a mercury filling in your tooth is bad. This ink is just covered with things that are not good for you, that are just going to be emanating in your body for as long as it's on there. And can cause potentially autoimmune disorders later in your life, if not problems right away. Some people get hepatitis C or B, they can get it through it. Some people are allergic, they have skin reactions. I've seen people need to have their arms amputated just from something as simple as a tattoo. Most people are highly unaware of the hazards, and the thing is, the FDA regulates our food not very well, might I add, because people are dying left and right from autoimmune disorders and degenerative diseases that can be traced directly to the food. But as bad as they are, they haven't even really gone over the tattoo inks that are being shoved into our bodies. So a lot of these people are making inks with no monitoring really whatsoever, and this is just getting shoved in your body. And most people don't really even think about that. But it is really dangerous. I wouldn't advise it to anyone besides my beliefs already. I don't believe that the Lord wanted us to get tattoos, or he wouldn't have put it in his word not to mark your bodies up. We're kind of like little kids with markers, and we're like, I love you, Daddy, I love you, Mommy. And parents are never really happy when they see their kids drawing all over themselves like that usually. I feel like God feels the same when he looks at us. But, it's my own personal conviction. Whatever your reasons are, it makes sense that seeing as how that was something that he didn't want us to do, it's bad for us. It's harmful for us. Everything that he's ever really mandated is harmful or bad for us, he says not to do. So if it's harmful, if it's bad, we shouldn't do it. I mean, if you know the good you ought to do and you don't do it, it's not really a wise decision. So when it comes to tattoos, just don't go there. But if you have already gone there and you're like me, then there are things you can do to help with it. I have been doing chelation therapies, not through the doctors, but using other things that you can actually order and buy. Most people don't know about this either. Zeolite clay. It takes the toxins and the heavy metals and it makes it pass through your bodies. Sometimes things like chlorella, which they advertise for heavy metal detox, doesn't make it go through your body. It'll pull it out and actually suck it up into your brain. So you want to be careful about what you're using to try and draw those toxins out of your body. The zeolite clay, the bentonite clay, things like that have really good results without any negative side effects. But for the most part, I would just stay away from tattoos and ink and all those things and just really research it. I know there are some inks out there that aren't as bad as others, but I would still stay away from it 100% completely. So there you go. Now you know a little bit more about tattoos, inks, and the health hazards. I'll be attaching a link with more information to all the details of what exactly is in inks, but there's tons of information you can look into and find. I used to work in a tattoo shop, so I've seen firsthand the reactions from people that have negative reactions, that break out. Some people I've seen break out in staph infections all over their body that was triggered from the tattoo. Or one person had to have her arm amputated because the infection was so bad Mind you, I was not in a ghetto tattoo shop. Everything was sterile. There was the machine that sterilized all the equipment. Every needle and everything was brand new that was used. So you couldn't really blame it on the person or the equipment. It's our bodies just don't like it when we put terrible things into them, and some just react stronger than others. So, yeah, I would just say, there you go. Now you know before you go getting a tattoo. Besides the fact that sometimes people regret it later in life, they get some things that they regret, they wish they never had, but there's a lot. There's a lot to it. I would just be cautious and be warned. Knowledge is power. Now you know. Tattoos are toxic, so remember that when you're thinking of picking out a tattoo. All right. Goodbye.